We are back in the suspended mountain base, and I have finally finished the piston elevator using 30 stacked pistons. But we're gonna have to get rid of it. You're gonna see why in a second. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of the Scrap Mechanics Suspended Mountain Home Bridgey Base Garage Piston Elevator thing. And last time we started building the beginnings of a piston elevator, and we got the distance and the amount of pistons that we needed down to the ground, and I said I'll work on it. I'll probably work on completing the elevator in between episodes, and that's exactly what I did. It took a lot of work, a couple of different experiments, some which failed, and then I finally got a working piston elevator, and I took myself up and down all the way without any issues. I built a nice cozy little entrance to it, and then I tested it on some vehicles, and then I tested it on a vehicle that was a little bit too heavy, and I realized that it's not gonna work because it's just not stable enough. You might notice that I'm getting roughly 6 frames a second right now. So I decided to move the elevator instead of this corner because of your comments. I moved it to I moved it to this corner over here, and you can see it's working just as intended. This is exactly how I meant to build the piston elevator. I don't know why, but I decided that I would load my bowling ball car in. It was like the perfect dimension to fit onto the elevator, but it's all metal, and I think it was a little bit too heavy. So the piston elevator, it was working just fine, and it brought it all the way up, and then right when it got to about the top, I tried to drive my vehicle off of it, and then the whole thing just spazzed out, and it's a big tangled mess that we're not gonna get back. Like, there's nothing we can do about this at all. Here, let me take you to the outside of this, and you can see just what's going on over here. I really wish I was recording this, but you guys seem to rather me do it off camera in between episodes, but that's your loss, I guess. If I was doing it during the episode, you guys would have seen. Look at what, like, that's the bottom of the elevator. That's the floor. That is the thing that's supposed to carry the vehicle. It is just completely glitched through the wall. Actually, let's have some fun. Let's delete the wall that it's glitching through and see what happens to the elevator. Just for kicks, if I could even get there. It's sticking through here too. All right, here, I'm gonna do this as well. I think that, yeah, that's definitely the elevator. All right, so we're just gonna delete that. And, whoa! Whoa! What happened? Oh, that was a mistake. Kind of. Yep, that was kind of a mistake. You know why? Because that wasn't glitching through. Well, it was glitching through, but it was also welded to that part of the ceiling. That was actually one of the attachment points for one of the elevator arms. So if we go back up, you can see this one is still attached, actually, so we can delete this. Oh, and we can also delete this. There we go. Uh-oh. Let's also delete that. Come on, delete it, please. Oh, that's not how that's supposed to go either. This is just a big ball of mess. All right, so we have 1/2 of the piston elevator is now attached. I accidentally deleted the attach point for that side. Well, not really. I meant to delete that part, but I didn't know that it was attached to the elevator there. So why don't we ride it now? We can go ahead. If we press this button, we should go down. Whee! It's working! It's working! It's kind of... That's not where it's supposed to land. Yeah, so it's supposed to be right here. You know what? Why don't we go into the backed up world where the elevator is still intact, and I'll show you exactly what was happening the way it was supposed to happen. Okay, welcome to the original plan. So, you can see that it is sitting in its little cubby here. This was supposed to be for stability, so that way when it gets down to the ground, it's going to be locked into this little box. And then when the vehicle drives onto it, it doesn't push it around like I was noticing in my testing. And the really cool thing about this piston elevator, what I like about it is I was noticing that the ground is uneven here. So it would be difficult for it to be flat on the ground when the ground itself is at an angle. So what I actually did was I added these pistons on the edge, and what those do, if I add a new switch to them, so that way I can control them independently. We're gonna detach these pistons. Oh, now you can already see it happening. But check it out, these pistons, this whole thing is on a bearing system, so that if you press this button, you can see it actually tilts the entire floor. And it's super stable too, because of the way that the pistons keep it square. So I was really proud of that, and it enables the vehicle to get up here. So then what I had it all attached to the button, so at the same time it would go like that, and it would also bring us back up to the top. So we are taking the elevator up now into the base. There we go. And this is actually an old save before I made some other adjustments. I also made it have a wall right here that would also fold out onto here, so it would give you some extra stability and allow your vehicle to drive off easier. But that is what actually ended up causing the issue anyway, was when the vehicle drove off, this all glitched all over the place through the walls and everything. Because I noticed that when you add a vehicle to it, the weight of the vehicle actually makes it very difficult for the pistons to contract 100% to where they are right now. Even the weight of the elevator, you can see, these are supposed to be level, but you can see that clearly it's like half a block, almost a half a block is being weighted down. So unfortunately, it's not as strong as I had hoped, but then again, 30 pistons all on top of each other, what would you expect? So what I'm gonna do is I have a backup of this copy as well. Whoops, wrong switch. We're gonna go back down, and I'm gonna show you an elevator test. We're gonna actually test it, see if we can get what happened before to happen again, or maybe it'll just be stable. Oh, and we also should do this, angle it towards the ground. Now, unfortunately, this car is too long. Most of my cars are too long for this, so it was really difficult for me to find something that could fit on there that I actually already have. So that's why I chose the bowling ball, because it actually fit. But most of my other stuff is like, it's way too big or way too long. What about now this is too heavy as well. I don't have any normal vehicles. I have stupid vehicles and weird multiplayer Monday concept vehicles. You know what, let's try this one. This was the no seat from the no seat challenge. I don't know if you guys saw the no seat challenge. You should definitely type in ScrapMan no seat if you haven't seen it. So here, let's turn down the, oh boy, no. Let's turn down the engines a bit. That way we're gonna have some more control. And let's go ahead and put this vehicle, see if we can actually drive a no-seat vehicle onto the elevator and then lift the elevator. So yeah, the way this vehicle works, as you can see, is it's kind of like a mobile treadmill. You run on it. So you control it with your body movements and where you put your body compared to the sensors. All right, let's line ourselves up. Hold on. There we go, just gently. So yeah, there is a little bit of lag, as you can see, when you get a vehicle onto the elevator, which is fair. It's okay. All right, but look, I think this is actually really well situated. That wasn't too bad. Guess I did a good job on the no-seat vehicle. So first we'll hit this switch, level ourselves out here. Perfect, I love that effect. And then we will hit this switch and see what happens. Oh boy, oh, don't knock me into the no-seat vehicle. No. I can't get out. There we go, all right, I'm out. Oh, don't bounce me off. All right, we're getting up. Uh-oh, what happened? That wasn't supposed to happen either. That's never happened in any of my tests. So I don't know why it's happening now. Let me just delete this. Ugh, why are you getting caught there? Oh, you know why? I totally forgot. I actually had originally put a boundary all around the bottom here that extended down, and I guess this save file didn't have that situated, so maybe we should do that too. But let me just delete this, see if we can fix it. It's not being fixed. All right, let me, I'm gonna put the elevator back down. Okay, apparently the elevator is really fast compared to vehicle falling. All right, now that the elevator's back down, we're gonna hop up there and put in the barrier so that hopefully it'll be, oh, that does not look right. Why doesn't that look right? This is lined up kind of right. Oh no, it's not lined up, is it? All right, I'm gonna have to reset this. Let's drive this vehicle off. There we go. And then let's redo this elevator up and down. There we go. Now I think it is set correctly. Are you straight? All right, it's straight. Good. Oh wait, no, this side is not straight. Can I nudge it in with a hammer? Come on. So close. Yeah, it worked. The hammer is useful for some things. All right, now back up we go. I don't know why I decided to nudge it in if I was just gonna go. Oh, really? And of course I fall too. Fantastic. All right, let's just get up there then. Let's just get up there and do this thing. All right, so what I had done was put like a few blocks down like that and just lined the entire thing like this. And that way, when it comes up, it has a bit of a buffer to straighten itself out before it starts getting a little bit too close to this edge here. Because when it gets closer to the edge, that's when the pistons start being fully contracted, and that makes them a little bit less stable, because the weight when they're the weight that is fighting against them being fully contracted seems to cause issues. All right, there we go. So now we have this little buffer zone right there. So let's go ahead and jump back down and drive this vehicle back onto the elevator and see if the elevator can handle it this time. Because I want to show you what a successful run looks like, but it's just, that's the problem with it. That's why I don't think I can keep it, is because success is not guaranteed. And with a build like this, a failure is world destroying, meaning your world is done. So you just can't use that world anymore. And I don't want to put a ton of work into an awesome base and then just have an elevator fail one time because I was not paying attention or something, and then it's done. So we're gonna have to come up with a more permanent solution, a more reliable solution. But first, let's have fun with the derpy solution. All right, so we got our vehicles situated again. We're gonna see if adding this buffer zone adds any help to it. All right, and yup, we're going up. We're going up. Oh, I'm not going up. No. All right, I'm going up. Can I beat it? Can I beat it? Go, 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 go. Whoop, I went too high. All right, let's see how it's doing. All right, see, all right, we kind of beat it. So yeah, once it gets up closer to the top, it slows down a lot. And this is what I was talking about. And we're getting a bit of a frame issue now, but at least it didn't get stuck. The elevator didn't get stuck. But yeah, see, this is my issue. If you're too heavy, which this vehicle isn't too bad. I mean, it is metal, but still, it's pretty, it's not very dense. We can't get ourselves directly on, directly flush with where it should be. And I think it's just because there's so many pistons that are fighting this weight that it's just, one or two pistons fighting this weight wouldn't be bad. It'd probably just be a little bit offset, but that's compounded through 30 pistons. So that little tiny bit that one piston would be offset gets multiplied for every single piston. So it adds up to a couple of blocks, as you can see here. But let's try to drive off. See what happens. Hey, it worked. Look at that. It totally worked. All right, so now that we've ridden the elevator up, the only other thing to put it to the test is to ride it back down. So let's, whoops, that's kind of weird. All right, let's go this way. We're gonna go forward. Oh, no, 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 I am not lined up. Not lined up at all. Just make sure we do this the right way, like that. Then we should, nope, a little bit more this way. Now we should be able to turn and straighten ourselves out. Why am I using a no-seat vehicle for this? This just seems like not the smartest idea. Whoa, look at the pistons react. Yeah. All right, here we go. Gonna hit the button. We're gonna go back down to the ground in 3, 2, 1, hup. That was the tilt button. I got my buttons messed up. All right, now for the real button in 3, 2, 1, hup. Oh, there it goes. It's not an elevator, that's just a free fall. That is an all-out free fall. And it didn't... Oh, hey, that kind of worked. And now we can hit this button. There we go. And then we can drive this thing off. And that is an example of how I intended all of this to go. But unfortunately, this is only a chance that it's gonna work this way every single time. So we gotta find another solution. So I'm taking suggestions, but here is an idea that I thought of. All right, so we got our base right here. So what I'm thinking is, what if we, instead of having a piston elevator directly up to the base, what if we actually have a series of elevators that leads us to one of these plateaus? So, like, where's the entrance? The entrance is all the way over here. Oh, flying with follow cam is so weird. All right, man, that elevator is causing some weird laggy things. So what if, for example, we have an elevator that brings us up to here, up to this platform right here, because it's a pretty straight cliff. Let's not crash. And then what if we have like a bridge or something that brings us over here with like another elevator or something that helps us out. And then we can have another bridge that goes across over here with an elevator. Oh no, we don't need an elevator to bring us up there. Yeah, because once we go up to this section here, that's where there's a bridge connecting. Whoops. So we can actually have a separate garage. What do you guys think of this idea? What if our garage is separated from the base? So you actually have to walk across a bridge to get to the garage. So like, I can bring my vehicle up here with smaller piston elevators that are probably gonna be more reliable. I bring my vehicle, drive it up over here. I can make like a garage. There's a big flat spot right here. I can make like a multi-car garage right there. And then all I have to do is come out of the garage and I can walk over to my suspended steampunk treehouse over here. I really like that idea. Let me know what you guys think of that. And I was also looking at your comments regarding how to suspend it, or rather attach the base to a hard point, because right now I just have that glass pillar going straight up and down. And here's my idea for that. And it's also inspired by some of you guys in the comments. What if inside our steampunk treehouse, we have like a fountain waterfall section, and this indoor waterfall will actually flow down through the floor. There's going to be an opening in the floor, and then I'll use the glass to look like an actual water fountain going all the way down to the bottom, and I can even build a fake like lily pond pool area down here to catch the water. How does that sound? Does that sound cool? And that way it'll create the illusion that it's not actually like a pillar holding it up, that it's actually like a waterfall, and that way we can retain the illusion that the base itself is just suspended there in air. So let me know what you guys think about that idea. So what I want to try to do now is see if we can actually get the elevator to freak out again. All right, here it is. This is the vehicle that broke it when I wasn't recording. Now we're gonna see if we can break it when I am recording, because it was funny. I gotta admit, it was funny when it happened, to see it go crazy like that. But there's one thing different about this elevator than from when I was recording, so I don't know if it'll actually do the same thing. But we're just gonna see, can it handle the weight of this vehicle? Here we go. This is definitely slower than it was before. Oh, I probably shouldn't hop in, because that makes the wheels go, that makes the bearings go limp on the wheels. Oh boy, I am trapped. Uh-oh, is it stuck again? It's doing the stuck thing. Oh no, we're okay, we're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, there's just a few of those that are just not contracting as fast as they should be. It looks like, oh, one of them is stuck against this thing. Why is that happening? That shouldn't happen. Can I get in a chair? Or I'll just put a new chair down. All right, so that one is stuck. I'm actually gonna see if I can get up and knock it with a hammer. Come on. Yes, there it goes. Oh wait, now what is going on? So many weird things. Now this whole thing, oh, there we go. All right, are you seeing why? Are you seeing why I'm deciding to scrap this project? Oh, and also before you guys comment, because I know you're probably thinking, what if you attach it to all 4 corners? Will it be more stable? That was the original strategy, and I did attach 30 pistons to each corner, and I was getting about 6 frames just spawning it in. Like, and even after I welded it, it was just, this thing existing was killing every single frame, but halving it down to 60 total pistons, 30 on each side, I have tolerable frames now. Even with this vehicle on it, I'm still like 20 to 30 frames, and once the vehicle gets off, let's try to get this vehicle off here. Come on, get up, get off. No, don't flip. I mean, it's a bowling ball. What else would I expect, really? Well, it's definitely holding more stable, but as you can see, it's just not reliable enough. I have an announcement for you guys now. I am actually going to, you guys responded really well to the last Scrap Mechanic episode where I used my Discord live. So I actually want to start including Discord feedback and Discord members more in my videos. So what I want to do is, I want you guys to look at, just type in Google Images, steampunk house exterior, or even interior, just steampunk house. And I want you to look at some of the pictures that are on there. That is the style that I'm going for with this thing. So I am going to make a channel in my Discord called Steampunk Themed Creations. And I want to make this kind of like a community contributing project, because I have a blank slate here of a house that I'm going to be building. Now I'm going to be like probably contouring it and shaping it the way I want, but I want to see what kind of builds you guys can come up with, and if I think it'll fit well with the house, I'll include it, and I'll give you a shout out in the video saying that this is a submission by you. So if you want to be part of that, make sure that you join the Discord. I'll leave a link down in the description below. I'd be really curious to see what you guys come up with. And also, this is going to help me a lot too, because I don't have a whole lot of time to build outside of recording, because I have to spend that time also researching games and recording other stuff as well, and editing, lots of editing. This video was more of showing you the fun that I had with the elevator, and giving you guys some options for where this could go next. Let me know what you think about the multi-tier elevator, smaller elevator to get up to a separated garage idea. And if you have a better idea of what to do with cars and elevators, let me know. And then also make sure you join the Discord so that I can see your awesome steampunk creations and include those as I build the actual steampunk house. But I think first I want to focus on this elevator thing. So the next episode is going to be creating a access to the car garage. But for the end of this episode, I figured for the finale, we're going to disconnect this elevator in some way and see what happens. Actually, I'm really curious if whoops. Oh boy, that's kind of weird. All right, let's let it go down. Pew! Bye. There it goes. All right, that's not exactly how it's supposed to be going. And I'm just gonna disconnect one of these and see what happens. Huh. Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad at all. Actually, now let me bring it back up with just one, see what happens with that. And, oh. All right, it's working, kind of like it was before. And then I'm gonna disconnect one of these pistons over here and let it fall. Whoa! That was epic! I just hopped up perfectly. It pushed me up perfectly onto this little platform here. All right, and now I'm gonna delete that piston and watch it fall. And, hup, bye. Bye, elevator. Perfect. All right, and now let's press the buttons and see how it does when the elevator isn't even attached to anything. And hup. There it goes. Oh, that's weird. It's like a weird probe. It's like an alien probe. It's like feeling out the landscape. Very insecty. There's some weird stuff going on here. Let's give it some space. We'll just delete this. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, why don't you feel up the rock a little bit more with your awkward alien tentacle? Does it feel nice? Those rocks feel nice? You seem very focused on that one spot. What are you guiding me towards? What is over here? Is there a secret? Is this just a coincidence? Doesn't look like there's anything special up there. All right, Mr. Tentacle Elevator. Why don't we calm down a little bit? Let's bring your arms back in. Let's no touchy of the wall. Yeah, there's something very uncomfortable about the way that this looks to me. I don't know why it makes me so uncomfortable. It just reminds me of like antennas just like touching you and like being gross. Look at it bending too. It's so weird. All right, I'm gonna delete the middle of these. Let's delete this right here. There we go. Oh, it's contracting automatically. Interesting. It's like you just severed like a tentacle off of an octopus, and it's just like it just shrivels up. I don't know if that's what would actually happen, but I feel like that's what I feel like would happen if you just like severed an octopus tentacle, and it's just like ugh. It's like it's alive. It's so like animated with like everything I did to it makes it like react in some way. Okay, well, I'm gonna end the episode here. This was actually, to me, this was a pretty interesting and surprisingly productive episode. Even though we didn't actually build anything, we've technically destroyed something. It inspired a lot of really fun ideas that I'm excited about, and also inspired me to get you guys involved as well. So I hope that you appreciate that, and I hope to see you guys in the Discord chatting there. A lot of you came from the last video as well, so I appreciate that. It's great to see you guys in there, and I really look forward to seeing, for those of you who at least have the game, what you guys create. And I guess you can even offer, if you don't have the game, offer some suggestions to me and other people as well. I don't know exactly the shape that I want this thing to have. I'm seeing a lot of steampunk houses that are like smaller at the bottom, and then they like expand out as they get higher, and they have a lot of like round areas that protrude and things like that. So that's kind of the theme I'm going for. Again, type in the steampunk houses into Google Images and look at what shows up. It'd be great to kind of go with that kind of theme, so that we're all on the same page, and we'll start building stuff and welding stuff and having a nice community kind of build going on here. Make sure you check out the links in the description for all of that kind of information. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.